right. You cannot see the full list because there is honestly just too many games. So we're just gonna have to deal with, you'll be able to see them as the list goes up. But there's a lot. And I have placed these in order of the timeline that I played them. Well, you're wondering why World of Warcraft is on there. That's because the beginning of this year was OnlyFans, and I'm basically going to give this rating of what I felt about OnlyFans this year and how much I liked it. World of Warcraft, hardcore World of Warcraft, for me, went so much better than the first OnlyFans that I was in, because I did participate in OnlyFans 1. I just was never, like, I didn't really talk to anyone. I didn't really, like, interact with people. There wasn't like guilds or anything. It was just people going and playing and leveling, and that's it. And this year I made it a point to be more social and not be such a stupid bitch. And I talked to people, and I made so many friends, and I met so many new people, and I actually played with people, and I didn't just level alone, but I actually like talked to people, and I got into raids, and I made it to 60 twice. Being in like hardcore WoW in OnlyFans 2 was actually a really special thing for me, because it was one of the many steps that I have taken to like level up socially, essentially. I got so much XP and social XP from OnlyFans. It was honestly like a great experience up until I died the second time and it f***ing killed me. But we did 4 raids, and waking up at like 8 a.m. to do those raids was some of the most fun that I've had this year playing a game. So I'm gonna put it in A. It's not S for me, because there was a lot of shit that was kind of f***ed, but it was honestly most of it was enjoyable. Enough about WoW though, because it's time for Henry. Honestly, dude, nothing really needs to be said about where I'm gonna put this. It's fucking tier. It just is. Why not Game of the Year? So Game of the Year, I am saving for the one game I'm gonna pick from the list and move it to Game of the Year. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is literally one of the best games I've ever played and one of the best RPGs ever made. Everyone, if you like RPGs, play Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Somebody typed Expedition 33 in chat and I fucking saw it and then I read it. My Freudian slip there. Dude, I read it in chat! Kingdom Come Deliverance 2! I'm sorry, Henry! Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, kind of like Red Dead 2 and The Witcher 3, I think, tell a near perfect story with like near perfect characters that even after 100 hours of playing the game, you'd think you'd be done and sick and like, I'm done playing this game. No, you're sad it's over and you wish that it was still going on. You wish these characters existed in real life. You wish that you could hang out with Henry at the tavern and have a pint and get drunk and just dance around, and you wish that you could go to battle with these people because they are so charismatic and great, and they have so much personality, and they're better than real people. And if it wasn't so niche, I think it would have so much more of a following. It'd be so much more popular. But the game, unfortunately, is very niche in its gameplay. It is very hard to get into. It is very hard for someone that plays games very casually to get into Kingdom Come, but I believe if it wasn't so niche, people would probably see that like the cutscenes and the writing in Kingdom Come 2 are just as good as the cutscenes and writing in Expedition 33 and in Dispatch, which are 2 of the games this year that I think had like the strongest writing of any of the video games that I played, along with Kingdom Come 2. And I've pointed out this clip before to show the game's writing and cinematics and stuff.
What is that?
Obviously, this is the most cinematic scene. Yes.
Et debiti nobis debita nostra sicut.
Take cover!
Et nos dimitimus debitoribus nostris.
Everyone away from the wall.
Et ne nos inducas in tentationem. But deliver us from evil.
Cinema. So good. Well, now that we're done talking about good games, Avowed. Oh. Oh. Yo,
like
what up,
vampire.
bitches? On the opposite end of the RPG spectrum, we have Avowed. I don't know what the hell happened here. It's not good. It's not. I think really the only thing this game had going for it that was at all fun for me was the wand combat. It's not even like so mid that you can still play it and get through it. I honestly, it was so mid that I'm so bored. I don't want to keep playing. The only thing that was bringing me any type of dopamine was casting spells with the wand. The story was just not hitting for me. I was not there with it. I can't even remember if there was a soundtrack. The characters were not interesting. They were just bland sheets of paper that talked. And however, I think that other people, like people who are like casual with games, or people who maybe like AAA stuff like Assassin's Creed and the newer Assassin's Creed and stuff like that, they don't really care too much. And you'd like it. For me though, I have played many games that are much better than Avowed in the same genre, and I just don't see why I would give it the time of day when I could go play something way better. So I don't think I would go so far as to say it's poo. So I think I would put it in C. Veilguard is poo. This ain't poo. I'm leaving, like, honestly, this should be called, like, Veilguard, because I'm really saving, like, poo is for something that is fucking bad. It's a dog shit. This isn't poo. Avowed is Avowed is not poo. Moving on to Elden Ring Night Rain. Yes, Elden Ring came out with a roguelike this year, and also there's a DLC that just came out the other day. I really liked Elden Ring Night Rain when it came out. I thought it was a cool premise. I was super excited for it because I love Elden Ring. Ultimately, though, I think that Night Rain is good for a little while, and it lacks the overall replayability of a roguelike. Like of a Hades or a Balatro, or really think of any roguelike that you still play to this day. It lacks that replayability because it gets so stale so fast. There's really not much you can do in the game after you play it for a certain amount of time. Like, you can't make making a new build. You could play different characters if you want, and you can, but you can't really build a new build because it's really all about what you get in the game that kind of you build along the way. You know what I mean? You can't really go in with the thought of, I'm going to build a axe lightning spell build, because it's really about what you find when you're in the game. And for that, I just think it's fun for a time, for a little while, but after it just gets like stale, and they honestly really need to update a lot more and a lot faster for it to be kind of relevant. I think this is a really cool idea. And I really like that Elden Ring tried something like this, because I just think it's really cool. I like the addition of the bosses. I like the new bosses. I think the new bosses are sick, like the Night Lords and whatever. The new areas, they made like new maps. They had new music, but I mean, yeah, I like all that Elden Ring flavor, and I love Elden Ring, but yeah, it's a lame roguelite. Roguelite. There you go. I think it's not very polished. I think it's also not really thought through that hard, but it's fun for a little while, and so therefore I would put it in B. B for Benight Rain. Next. Seekers of Skyvale. And you might be wondering, Storm, what the f is Seekers of Skyvale? Well, you would not be able to know what it is anymore because they went bankrupt. The studio does not exist anymore, and this game doesn't exist. But the reason I put it on here is because I actually played quite a large, like, I played a little bit of Seekers of Skyvale. I did well, firstly, I started off doing a sponsor for this. I played with Grubby and Annie, and it was actually pretty fun. How did they explain Seekers of Skyvale? A team-based PvPvE top-down combat. You kind of went into a map that was like it was almost like an extraction game, but it was like top-down PvPvE combat, almost styled like a MOBA, plus extraction, plus you fought other players in like teams of 3. And it was like a fantasy setting, so you had like spells and you were cute little fantasy characters. Like one of them was like a giant owl bear type thing, and it was honestly my vibe. I loved the art style, the characters, the abilities. Like it had the extraction plus MOBA aspect and the PvP, and it was fun. Unfortunately, the game just did not make any money, and it just could not survive, and they shut it down. And also, they didn't pay me for a lot. They didn't pay me the full amount that they promised for my sponsor because they didn't have any money. So that's just unfortunate. Because they didn't have any money. I would have put it in like B if it existed, but you know, it's for the spiritual game that I wish existed, I put it in B. Next game is Monster Hunter Wilds. So the best part of this game is Gemma, obviously. I am not a huge Monster Hunter person. I played Monster Hunter World back in the day, and Monster Hunter Wilds is really not that different for me from Monster Hunter World. The performance was bad. Honestly, I don't really care about the performance of games unless it's like literally unplayable. But I always thought that Monster Hunter games are just so hard to play with friends because of their multiplayer system and how convoluted it is. You have to like make a lobby, put a code into a board, and then your friend has to go to that board and accept the mission, but you have to be into the mission and you have to be past a certain point and you have to be fighting the boss. It's like so annoying that I don't even want to play it with people because it's so obnoxious to try to get into a group. Separate from that, I played just the main story of Monster Hunter Wilds. I didn't play any of like the side bosses, optional bosses, or monsters or whatever. And I think the boss fights were cool. And I liked the weapons and I liked the boss fights and I thought they were cool and they were like grandiose and they were cinematic and it was cool. Especially the last boss fight was pretty cool. But that's really kind of it. It's just like a cool spectacle. The story, I didn't give a fuck about. I didn't give a single shit. None of the characters except Gemma were good. And honestly, Gemma's just hot, so whatever. But although the character creator is something to give praise to. Monster Hunter's character creator is like top tier. So there's that. But for me, I would still give Monster Hunter Wilds like a C. But a game that I super much liked though, Split Fiction from my boy, I forgot his name. Joseph Fares. It Takes Two is super freaking good. I love that game. I think that these are some of the most fun games with It Takes Two, and also there was the one with the two guys in prison. What is that called? A Way Out. And I also played Split Fiction with my friend Emmy, and she was super funny. And I just think, like, dude, these games are just so fun. And there really is, like, not... there is a genre for this game that needs to be filled, and this game fills it. I think that they took something, like an idea, co-op games, and they were like, well, let's do this more. Let's do something better. What if you could turn into a dragon or ride a dragon and have like different abilities that you use to go throughout the level and complete it? What if you could literally time travel into different genres? And if you can go to a magical world where there's wizards and magic, or you could go to a dragon world, or you could go to a sci-fi world, or you could go to all of these places and have it be a split screen co-op game. And it's super, super cool.
Well, why be a writer then? There must be easier ways to get paid.
Of course, but everything else pales in comparison. I just love to write. It's how I stay sane.
I know the feeling.
Your guns.
Ooh. Reference.
Okay, so what now?
Move.
Dude, a game about people who love to write when this writing is so fucking dog shit.
Cool.
Oh, Past Storm, you're so based. Yeah, the writing in this game is horrible, and a game about writing with having such bad writing is, I think this is also, like, I don't know, it's just their downfall. Like, if the characters were just written better, it would be so, like, honestly, it'd be so, like, so close to a perfect game. For that, I believe, I think I would still give it A. I got you there when I said believe because you thought I was gonna put it in B, but I gave it A. Next, Me-Side. Now, this didn't come out this year, but I played it this year. Me-Side is a game about having a virtual girlfriend in your phone, and then she says, hey, do you want to live in the phone with me? And you're like, okay, lonely man. And then you join her, and she tries to kill you. And then there's like different versions of her, but it's a horror game at the same time. Honestly, it's kind of like Doki Doki, but just with like one girl with different personalities instead of having like different relationships and shit. Dude, that sounded real good.
I want to push the button. Hey, why do you have that? Okay, it is an SFW game.
Yeah, that's all you need to know about the game, really. That's the game, man. I'm gonna put it in B, call it a day. Assassin's Creed Shadows. Oh boy. I think that a lot of people, for some fucking reason, like this game. And I really just cannot understand why. I think Assassin's Creed Shadows just is completely missing the mark of what people actually want, but maybe it's like not what I want. It's what their player base wants. The people who still play Assassin's Creed games, that's who they're catering to. They're not catering or writing or making a game for anyone else to enjoy because they're sticking to the people that still play these games. And it's like not me. So yeah, I think this is poo. Dude, I think this is poo. I would never ever recommend this game to literally anyone. I think you should just not play it. The first Berserker Kazan. You guys remember this game? This is the Ben Starr. Ben Starr voiced this game. This game, the Souls-like game, with the cool art style, the thick black line art style. What is that called? The like comic booky looking art style. Cell shading. This game's pretty good. I remember liking it. I do remember thinking that it was very overtuned with certain bosses. Like too hard? Yeah, like really just really fucking hard, but the combat was cool. For Kazan, I would probably give what I played I give it a B. I remember there was a gut sword in it, and I remember there was a short I made for this about the gut sword, and then all of my fucking comments were, that's not gut sword. That's not from Berserk. That's from he has a staff that's like this. It's more like the link. It's more like Cloud sword, like a Buster sword. Man, shut the fuck up. Next, Inzoi, dude. Mo freaking Inzoi. Inzoi was literally, I couldn't believe like playing Inzoi. One, it was some of the highest viewed streams I've literally ever had. It was fun and it was cool for a little while. I really liked just making the characters and also the super cool the feature of it capturing your face and you being able to enact all the emotions on your characters' faces was such like cool tech. But that being said, it was not great as a game. Like as a game, it is not very good. It is not very polished. It's not very efficient. It's not very streamlined. It's not very fun. Like there's really nothing to do in it. Not really like Sims. It's also very hard to navigate. They make it very convoluted to control your characters and have them do anything and have them eat food or have them walk somewhere or have them get married or have them talk to each other. Like it's really just a lot of stuff that is just really hard to navigate and makes it it makes it very unfun to play. But it was good. It was fun on stream. Wants to read an art book? Is that the sun? I'm fucking starving. What the fuck? I remember we did a sponsor in like August for Inzoi. They were doing this like marathon where a bunch of streamers were playing like all day and we would swap out after like an hour or two of playing. And then I remember I was like, oh no, wait, I have this Twin Towers shirt on. I don't think I should have this for the sponsor. Dude, I think this is where my multiple personality disorder really kicked in. I was playing 3 characters at a time while I was playing this game. And I was just like code switching them, like swapping between them. I think also I would put Inzoi in B for that. I had fun. It was fun. Speaking of Schedule 1, I think, like, as a game, it is so simple. But it was some of the most fun that I have had, like, this year, playing Schedule 1. With Kyle, too, was, like, so good. You can make so much funny shit happen. It is also just, like, one of those scratching that itch kind of simulator games where you're just, like, riding around on a skateboard and you make, like, these drugs, dude, and you can make your room look however you want. Honestly, it's so good. It's so simple. And that's honestly some of the best games are just the most simple, but that makes it the most fun. So yeah, I give Schedule 1 A only because the gameplay loop gets really stale. You deliver to like the same people over and over again, and then there's ways obviously to break the system where there's a formula that you can make the best fucking weed or drug ever, and then you never have to experiment with anything ever again, and you just make that over and over again to make the most money, and you basically break the game, and it loses all of its like creativity and shit. You just make it to generate the most money. But when it came out, it was fantastic. Oh shit. Oh god! I'm bald and shitting myself! Oh god. Sounds like someone I know. Next! Repo. I will admit, that I didn't play a lot of Repo on stream, but I played a lot. I think I played a majority of it off stream, and Repo it's streamer slop. It's funny and it's okay and it's cool and it's like, it's really one of those party games that you play with your friends. It's really nothing serious. It's friend slop, and it's a pretty good friend slop. I give it solid B friend slop. Now we getting into the good shit though. My goat, Blue Prince. A masterpiece. Just shh. That's it. Perfection. If you have not played Blue Prince, look into the pinwheel with your third eye. Launch the game. Just do it. What kind of game is it? It is a puzzle game, but it is special because you start in this mansion and you have to go through doors and basically build out this mansion by going through doors and opening them into different rooms. It's like a puzzle roguelite. It is amazing. The puzzles are so intricate and they're so hard, but also like challenging. And there's some that are difficult and impossible. And you're like, what is going on? I have no idea what's going on. And I love puzzle games. Honestly, the closest thing I could compare it to is The Witness. And The Witness is one of my favorite, if not my favorite puzzle game prior to Blue Prince. Blue Prince is now my favorite puzzle game. What I would say that Blue Prince makes me feel is like wonder. It's like childlike wonder, like exploring your like mom's wardrobe when you're a kid and you're like looking through all of her clothes and you're like trying on all of her clothes or whatever. As a girl, I guess I would say, but as a guy, I don't know what the fuck you guys did. But it's kind of just like a adventure, like you're also a kid. You're exploring this house as like a kid. You inherit this mansion from your uncle who died. Once you find in the house, you find like a garage, and then next you'll find a room with a shovel, and then you'll find another room with a patch of dirt that you can dig in with the shovel, and in that patch of dirt you find a key, or you find like some car keys that now you can go back to the garage and you can open the car, and the car has like an item in it that lets you open something else in the house once you find that room. And maybe you never find it, but then next time you play, right, you'll try to find the keys again and draft the garage so that you can open up that thing again and try to find. It's like, it's endless discovery and light bulb above your head moments that are so memorable and stick with you, and you are constantly thinking about this game like every day. You'll have a notebook next to you or a notepad writing down all of the things that you found out to try to figure out in your next run. And it's amazing. It's so good. And it's because like the reason it's so special is because you're not just exploring a house and finding shit, right, and going again. You're planning. You're coming up with an idea. You're coming up with I'm going to draft this room, or I'm going to try to draft this room. I'm going to make it mission to try to get to this spot. And you're making this whole plan, and sometimes it won't work. It won't work out because it's RNG a lot of the time, and that's honestly like its biggest downfall is just the RNG aspect gets in the way of you exploring a lot of the time. But every day starts and you're just like, how the fuck are we gonna do this today? Great game, but it's just too much. RNG made me rage quit. That is the one gripe. That's like the one gripe. The RNG can hurt the game in a really, really big way and make it like really unplayable for a lot of people that they'll just quit and like never play it again. I think the RNG aspect holds it back from being my #1 puzzle game. Don't let this stop you from playing it though. Like, please, don't let this stop you, because it is still such an amazing experience if you can just Like, get over it. All right, just get over the RNG part, dude. Just fucking go move past it. Blueprint's S tier. Everyone should play it. DMC 5. Now, I know it didn't come out this year, but I played it this year. I think if you take this game seriously, you hate it and it sucks. But I think this game is best played when you just embrace the goofiness. When you embrace the campiness, when you take in the like dark emo shit that V says and you just don't give a fuck. And you just appreciate how cool it is. How dumb and corny and just sometimes kind of cringe. But it's so fun. And the combat is fun and the music is good and it's also pretty short. But honestly, I think this game, when you just play through it once as a not really much of like a hack and slash player myself, where you have to like combo everything together, I didn't really care to get good at that, but that's where this game is peak, at being able to like combo all these moves together and pull off like super fucking cool ass abilities. That's where this game is really, really good. Also, Virgil's voice is still weird. I still think that.
Virgil.
Oh. There he is! Oh my god, the timing. Cinema. That is so perfect. Oh, that is so good. I think, for me, I probably think I struggle with A, but I don't think it deserves B, so I think I'm gonna put it A. It's not S tier, dog. For me, anyway. Alright, now. Wait. Oh, Oblivion Remaster! And I, for many years, said Oblivion too old! And that I would finally stream it when Oblivion was remastered. Oblivion look bad, Oblivion too old. Me play when Oblivion is remade. Imagine if that ever happens. Lo and behold, it did. And I proceeded to play many of people's favorite RPGs, if also on the list of some of the best RPGs. With my extensive Bethesda knowledge, I have played Skyrim. I've played ESO. I've played the Fallouts and shit. But I had never played Oblivion. I did not play Morrowind. And now I can tell you that I have extensive knowledge of Oblivion Remaster. I have over, I think, 80 hours now, and I'm also going to be playing Shivering Isles DLC later today. And I love this game. Just like I knew I probably would. What peak game this is, dude? This is where we came from, man. I understand now. This is why we keep saying that games are shit. It's because they ain't like this anymore. They ain't made like this anymore. They ain't made with this writing. They ain't made with these characters. They ain't made with this vibe. They ain't like this. Oblivion should be in the time capsule. It should be in the vault. All of the jank and the parts that made this game so memorable, they kept it. They kept it. It was perfection.
Is he bugged?
What the fuck? Oh my. Oh. You fucking baited the
the shit
He's
out of
like,
me!
no, I'm alive. Oblivion is probably the most fun that I've had streaming a game this year. I love this game, and I'm glad that I get to like say now that I have experienced it. Oh, this is it.
Take care.
What a perfect spot to cast Firaga.
I was testing my new spell.
I know how to test out my spell, guys.
Someone's being attacked.
Dude, it did nothing! Wait!
You violated the law. Pay the court a fine
Stop.
or serve your sentence.
Bro, those guys killed the Emperor! What do you mean?
Pay with you out. You should
Bro,
have
did we
paid
not
the
see the
fine.
same guy?
Children will survive the cleansing.
It's a fucking shadow government! I'm outing them right now, man!
Why are the guards attacking me? Oblivion S tier. All right, it's time already. It's fucking time. It's time.
S'en va dans l'oubli éternel, et Gustave Dom Guardiam, dilim, dilim,
When I first heard this song in the opening scene to Expedition 33, I was like, oh, wait, this ain't just some weird French turn-based game, is it? It's almost like a feeling that you get. This is going to be a special game. This is going to be something that you remember forever. This is probably going to be one of the best games I've played. Just from this song alone. And, I mean, you know how it went. They got their own award show now. Dedicated to them. That's how good this game is. Expedition 33 is art. Winning and persevering over all of the evils of this world. Oh, hold up. Oh, now we cry. Now we're depressed again. We were jamming, now we're depressed. Alright! Shit, what the fuck, man? Alright! God damn! Victor Borba, by the way! That's how I was saying. He's saying buried light! And then you go through so many fucking emotions with this soundtrack playing this game. Listening to this in the final boss. Oh. And then we're back to jamming. We're back. Bust that shit down. So yeah, Expedition 33 is one of the greatest games ever made. That's why everyone glazes it. It is art winning over all of the evils of this world, and it deserves to be glazed, I think. I think it deserves all of its praise. I think it is definitely worth all of the hype. If you have not played it, you just go play it. It is not some like nepo dude who worked at a Who Cares studio making a Who Fucking Cares game getting to write. It's a woman with an idea. With an idea and a heart. And they just wanted to make art out of passion and out of love for video games. And it's not just some random guy who's done 100 soundtracks for tons of games. Here's my next paycheck. This is some random guy they found on the internet who is passionate about music and wanted to create something masterful and beautiful. And it's not a studio who has made 5 games before and just needed another one to up the stock prices and to appease the shareholders. It's a Hail Mary. It's a, we've all never really worked together before. Some of us have made video games. Some of us have never made a video game in our lives. But they somehow all came together and got it. They all understood and made something magical. And it deserves to be an S tier. It is most likely a lot of people's Game of the Year. It will win Game of the Year at the Game Awards. It has won many Game of the Years in different awards. But we are not going to disclose the Game of the Year here until the end of the list. But for now, it rests in S tier. You know, there's people who are annoyed about Expedition 33. Yeah, whatever. It's something that you kind of just have to surrender yourself to, you know? It's a story and a soundtrack that moved really everyone, but also underneath that, it is a good fucking video game. It is a good turn-based video game, which turn-based is not the most popular genre, and somehow they have gotten most of people who play video games to fucking love this turn-based video game. And fuck you, AAA suits, and who thought people didn't want that. They succeeded, and they showed them and proved to them that turn-based games are and can be fucking good. Kingdom Come 2 isn't turn-based, it's just based. Alright, next, Dune Awakening. Dune Awakening is a Dune MMO. I played quite a bit of it. I never actually got to PvP. Honestly, I don't really know where I would put this because I didn't actually play a lot of it. But I liked the vibe. So for that, I'll keep it in B. It's like survival MMO, yeah. The Deep Desert was apparently really bad. I'll probably put it in C. Moroi! I'm gonna put that shit in C. I barely remember it. Doom the Dark Ages! Doom Dark Ages is, honestly, dude, it's kind of a disappointment. Main menu music is louder than in-game. I just feel like it's just not... It's gotta punch me in the head, and it's just not. It's too soft, too vanilla. I just want it, like... The bass here, it's like not impacting. Oh, it's just like, it's right there. It's right at the edge. It's not a fucking lawnmower. That's like, hold up. Dude, this, man. Like, do you... Oh, dude, it just bangs, man. This gets me. But like, this, it's not... It's just gonna fucking hit me in the face, and it's just not, man. This was my, like, biggest problem. Alongside the game, like, not being hard, at all. Not like Doom Eternal was. It's much more like less platformy, less verticality, more just like run and gun straight through, not really a lot of challenge. It honestly felt like they made the game easier, and you also got a shield. It wasn't Doom enough. I did like the parry system, but it wasn't Doom, man. It just didn't feel like Doom enough. And the story was like giga lame.
It's honestly so disappointing.
I feel like in a fight that was like that,
the music in any other Doom game would have hit so much harder. I'm just not getting any sort of vibe, man. I'm just like, yep, there's music playing, I think. Like, imagine during that entire fight that I just did, instead of whatever music played, it was this instead.
I missed.
Look at how much this just changes the game. The last music that played, it might as well have been Animal Crossing.
Oh, editor, so funny.
God, I just want to fucking kill demons!
I wouldn't go so far as to say it's poo, but I will put it in C. Because I still think that you can have fun in it, and I did have fun for the most part. It's just not a very good Doom game. Another French game made by a Korean studio. Lies of P DLC. The Lies of P Overture DLC is about the they got this Italian like robot guy as the main bad guy, who they reused the Joker VA from the first game, the like Riddler guy, where he was like on the phone with you talking about riddles and shit, and they reused him, and that was really good. I thought he was a really good voice actor. I really liked the DLC. I really love Lies of P, so I was just excited to get more Lies of P. The final boss was pretty cool, so I would put Lies of P in A. Lies of P Overture in A. I don't think it's quite S tier, but it is good.
When do I get a turn?
This.
It's a video game! Not a person. My neighbors.
Same outfit!
When do I get a turn?
Same outfit. Same outfit. Next, I played this game, Nested Lands. I'm gonna put it in C. Still Wakes the Deep, actually, I'm gonna put it in, poo. Actually, if this is the game I'm thinking of, yeah, this is survival slop. It's just not good. Don't play it. This is the Still Wakes the Deep DLC. I really liked Still Wakes the Deep. The DLC was kind of like not that good, and it was just kind of, honestly, I didn't really see a point in it being made. I just think it was like extremely mid, and I would not recommend it. I would recommend Still Wakes the Deep for sure, but the DLC, like, kind of lame, kind of whatever. Mario Kart World, oh my fucking god, Mario Kart World. Oh god, Mario Kart World. Mario Kart World is a lesson in psychiatry. It really teaches you about your own brain and your own regions of emotions that you can feel in any given moment at any given time. It really teaches you that there is a limit to how far you can be pushed, and I think that people are not born murderers. But Mario Kart World can make you one. Concerned. Honestly, some of my favorite clips are from Mario Kart World. Like, some of these, dude, I'm glazing my own shorts right now, but these shorts are actually so fucking good. and the editing is so top tier. This one is, I love this one.
Sorry, Penguin. Just the name of
You on the show from 1st to 19th. I don't think I've gotten shelled enough.
Mother doesn't love you.
4? Can we go for 4? Honestly, this was really fun to stream, I think. From what I can remember, I was in emotional turmoil. But I think it was fun. I think it was fun, dude. I'd probably put Mario Kart A. It's like, it's not a very good game, but it's fun, I guess, for a time. And then you get, like, really fucking sick of it. Oh shit, next. Death Stranding 2. The only game in the Game of the Year list of nominees that I have not finished yet. But I will. And I'm very close to the end. I just need like 4 more hours of the game, and then I'll be done. -61. Hearing this song in the intro of the game, I genuinely, unironically got chills. It is one of the best openings to a game that I have ever seen. It is completely by textbook hook of how to get someone immediately interested in your game. Yeah, I'm fucking bat-chesting, dude. Waking up, right? The game starts. You're with Lil Lou. Sam starts walking down this mountain, and this song is playing. And it just fucking hits. It hits so good, dude. It hits so hard. I loved Woodkid prior to this, but this song is so good. And the game starts off, I think you're in Mexico, and it honestly is so different from the rest of the game where you're in Australia. It's a very different vibe. This. What is it I'm trying to find?
Okay, time to head home.
It's so immersive, and it just throws you like right into it. But it's so...
Well, now someone's in a good mood.
It looks so amazing. And I remember there was like these drone shots of the intro of the game, and it's so like graphically incredible. Hi, Momo. Momo really likes Death Stranding 2. Later on in the game, once you start unlocking more stuff, you get to the Australia part, and you get the truck, and you have this like free ranged open access to this giant world that you can just go and play in, really. And that's my favorite part of Death Stranding 2. Unfortunately, I don't really understand what's going on in the story a lot of the time, but that's not my like biggest part of Death Stranding 2. My favorite part of Death Stranding 2 is just the ability to hop in your car and drive around in this like visually stunning world, listening to really, really good music and delivering packages. Honestly, dude, that is the best part. Death Stranding 2's gameplay has problems. And I feel like it should be more of a survival, like, peak climbing and destination game, but you just get a car and you can drive anywhere. And I like it for the vibes, but as a game, it's messy. I think there's honestly too many aspects that you can have in the game. There's too many items, there's too many weapons, there's too much. It gives you like an overabundance of choice that just overwhelms you. And you end up like really not using all of it and just being like, I don't understand what this is and I don't want to care, I don't want to know. And they give you like so many tools all at the end of the game, and that makes the game so much easier too. So I'm putting it in S tier. For me, Death Stranding 2 is S tier. Peak I think is with Schedule 1. But I think it's better than Repo. I liked Peak. Peak is Peak. Mouthwashing. Now, mouthwashing. I know it didn't come out this year, but I played it this year. Randomly, people kept telling me to play Mouthwashing. Mouthwashing is fucking amazing. Honestly, I'm putting Mouthwashing S tier. This is a fantastic horror game. It is actually cinema. It is art. It is really just a phenomenally well-made game with a really good story, the characters and writing and the art style, and it's very artsy. So if you are like gun ball fighting game type of person, you might not like it because you have like the emotional range of a teaspoon. But if you are into other games, you will probably like Mouthwashing. It's very sad. But it's still really good. It's still really freaking good. It's funny and it's sad, but it's also like compelling and thoughtful and cinematic, and it's probably one of the best things I played this year. Now, don't fucking come at me. OSRS is on here. I played a lot of OSRS this year for the first time ever. I've never played OSRS, and I started with Iron Man mode, or hardcore Iron Man mode, which is if you die, you lose your Iron Man status. And that's really it. But I started hardcore Iron Man, never having played before, and I still haven't died. I got past the tutorial, I did Monkey Madness, I did Under the Pass or whatever it's called, I did the fucking Giga Hard Quest, I did Dragon Quest or whatever it's called, Dragon Slayer, and I didn't freaking die. I always said that OSRS people were nerds, and I never attributed you to really any other status. You were just a fucking nerd. Now, I'm a nerd, dog. I'm an OSRS nerd because this was some of the best shit that I played. I loved playing OSRS. Maybe I might not have enjoyed it as much if I wasn't streaming it, but I think that it was a super fun game to stream. And I just got really into it. It was just cozy and fun, and I enjoyed it in a lot, like, more aspects than I enjoyed Classic WoW. I think RuneScape is much better played solo than it is played with a group of people, because, like, you can't really play with a group of people until, like, for a lot of things, like, very niche things, very small things. But I really liked it, man. I liked it. Now, where does it land here is a good-ass question. Because, like, how do you rate OSRS? I think for its really just how OSRS has become what it is, and how it still stays to this day, it rose in a lot more popularity this year. I love having this immortalized. Dragon Skimmy. Yeah, to the guy who said that I didn't do Monkey Madness, by the way. Did I have one? Get me out of here. Dragon Skimitar. Dude, look at it! It's all mine! I did it! I worked for this thing! I monkeyed so hard! Now I have a dragon skimmy! I beat RuneScape. GG beat RuneScape? I did it! I beat RuneScape! I freaking did it! On the 12th day of my journey, I have finally beaten OSRS. So, I'll tell you right now that I'm gonna put it in S tier, and then I'll take it off. But it was there. So yeah, I'll tell you, OSRS is S tier for me, but then it's not gonna stay there because I'm not putting WoW there, so I feel like it shouldn't be there. The reason I'm not putting it, WoW and OSRS on there, is because, while there are some games that didn't come out this year, I feel like it's a bit weird to put live service games on the tier list for the year, because it's hard to rate them, because somebody sees it and they're like, why the fuck is World of Warcraft on this list in 2025? What does that even mean? That doesn't make any sense. Also with OSRS. So it's just to make it like less confusing. I know I played it this year, but because of its like being a live service game, it just like what doesn't make sense to put it on the list. Now, a game that I did play, Banana. It's Banana. DK Banana. I'm like one of the only people I think that didn't love the shit out of this game. Donkey Kong Bonanza, I think, just didn't hit with me, man. B for banana. B for banana. For all intents and purposes, I think that I should love Donkey Kong Bonanza just because for the game that it is. But, for whatever reason, I just did not like Donkey Kong Bonanza. I think that it was simple. The level design was too simple. And I think that the end of the game was just a boss rush, and it was a slog. It was just a slog of a boss rush, and I really did not like that. I liked the King K. Rool end, which was cool, but other than that, I think it's cool that you can break the walls and stuff. That's neat. I'm not exactly a Giga platformer person. I like A Hat in Time. Astrobot was my game of the year last year. I like Mario Sunshine. I just think that Donkey Kong Bonanza just was not my thing. So, I put it in B for banana. All right, Wu Chang Fallen Feathers. Wu Chang Fallen Feathers. I remember her. I remember Wu Chang, girl. I remember you played this, but that's about it. Yeah, I think that Wu Chang is just another existence of a game that there are literally 10 other games exactly like it. Is China Souls-like slop over and over and over and over again. They just make the same fucking game all the fucking time. There's nothing crazy about it, nothing crazy memorable, nothing insanely special, nothing really unique. And I didn't finish it. So I give Wu Chang probably a B. Because it's not a bad game, I don't think. It's just like not special. Honestly, I think I like Kazan more than Wu Chang, and those are very similar games. But I think if I'm gonna put it here, I think honestly I would probably put Bonanza in C. No, there's no way I could put Bonanza in C. Yeah, I think Kazan is like way better than Wu Chang. Yeah, I think Wu Chang deserves in C. Tales from the Shire! honestly such a disappointment. I played it, it's boring. The gameplay loop is boring, and it's like barely Shire at all. I think it is cozy slop. It's not like good. It's cute, but it's not good. It's a disappointment, really. And I was really looking forward to Tales of the Shire too, because I was like, holy shit, that looks so cute. But honestly, dude, the Lord of the Rings IP can't catch a break. What's the last time they made a good video game from the Lord of the Rings IP? When's the last freaking time? Mage Arena! Mage Arena, also friend slop, but fun friend slop. But I think that it was jank, but I think it was too jank for it to be like really good. I think you play Mage Arena for a day and then you never touch it again, because it's kind of like, it kind of feels like someone's first video game project, but the idea was really good and it was really fun, but it's not very much of a game, I would say. So I would put Mage Arena probably in C as well. Also, most of the aspects of the game didn't work right because of the voice system. Basically, Mage Arena was a game where you fought, like, I think it was like 6v6 against your friends casting spells, but you use your voice. So you talk into your mic and you say like fireball and magic missile and launch spells, but obviously the game is jank and made by like one guy. So it couldn't understand accents and you had to like enunciate the word like very hard in order for it to get through and actually cast. I think there was like one map and 2 game modes, and it got boring real fast. So it wasn't much of a game, but it was fun for a day. Silent Still 2, fucking horror slop. Poo for the poo in my pants from this game. This shit was so annoying, man. The jump scares, it was literally just jump scares after jump scares the whole time. But also, yeah, it's literally just horror slop. Like, it's whatever. Who's at the Door is a good ass horror game. It's one of those oh god, what's the genre of this game? It's like the train game where you have to go spot the anomaly game. It's an anomaly game, but it's a really good anomaly game. I think it's a very well done anomaly game. It's very simple, it's very small, it's very short, but I like the style of it. Like, in terms of anomaly game, I think it's pretty good. Mafia: The Old Country. The Mafia: The Old Country. Mafia: The Old Country wasn't bad. It was not. I enjoyed playing the game, but it irks me because I wanted this shit to be cinema. I wanted this to be like a masterpiece. But ultimately, it ended up being a lackluster story with barely memorable characters and a world that didn't really feel like anything was in it. Basically, you go from the vineyard that you're in to another vineyard, and that's it. There's no open world, there's no nothing. You drive a car from A to B over and over again, and you run through a mission like Halo, and that's the game. It is incredibly disappointing and mid, but I think these cutscenes were very well done, and I think the voice acting was very well done, but that's really it. And also just a bunch of knife fight boss battles over and over again of the same boss fight over and over again, just with different people with a knife. And ultimately, I couldn't recommend this game to anyone because I just don't think it's worth the time, because it's not that good. I enjoyed playing it, but I just don't think that someone who is a casual gamer really should like spend that time playing this game unless they really, really, really like Mafia and Italy. I just don't think it's that good. Prime example of a game you played so I don't have to. You will get the same experience of watching someone play this as you will playing it. Honestly, maybe a better one. So I'm putting Mafia in C, and it kind of hurts me, dude. It kind of hurts me. This year was my Kojimbo year. I started Metal Gear Solid. I just read Assassin's Creed, sorry. I started Metal Gear Solid 1 and then played 2 and Delta after that, and I just recently finished 4 and Revengeance. After never playing these games before, here is my list in order. Metal Gear 1 is my favorite still. Metal Gear Solid 1. Then 2. Then 3. Then 4. And then Revengeance. Honestly, dude, in order of they came out is my, I think that's my favorite ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. But honestly, I did say that I would interchange 3 and 2, depending on the just depending on like the aspects of the game. I think they're kind of tied. Because I like both of them kind of equally, but one more for like different things. So it's probably like 1, 3, 2, 4. Firstly, Metal Gear Solid 1, obviously, fucking S tier. Metal Gear Solid 1, I didn't really get it. I didn't understand. I didn't know. I was unaware of the masterpiece of this game. I know that people kept talking about Metal Gear Solid 1, and people kept telling me to play it and how much they liked it, but I didn't really get it. It is a very old game. It came out in 1998. I don't even know if I was born yet. I was born in 1998. I don't know if I was born when this game came out. But I was barely alive. And for the year that this game came out, I cannot believe how good it is. And what it was able to be as a video game in 1998 is insane. With the boss fights, especially with Mantis, especially with the Mantis boss, is insane for your tiny little brain to understand when you're playing. Like, what do you mean I have to switch my controller? What? And then he vibrates the controller, like, I'm reading your memory card. What the fuck, dude? I mean, I'm 27 years old in 2025, and I'm like, what the hell, dude? I'm freaking out. And just like the writing, the dialogue, the characters. I loved all of the characters. All of the ways they interacted with each other. Snake being this like suave, flirty motherfucker, and he's trying to like bang all the women he talks to. That is so good. I love the style of the game. I love the colors. Like, it's just like this blue, right? But it's so good. And I love the pop-up of when you radio call people and the little green faces. It's like, honestly, I think it's just like a perfect game. I don't know if I mean, obviously it's very old, but it's gritty and it's dark and it's just got such a style to it that it's not comparable to really anything else. And Kojima deserves all of the glaze in the world for making that fucking game. And all of the games have aged really, really well. Let me just say that. 1 honestly aged so well for it being what it is. Playing in 2025, like, I would recommend that to anyone. MGS2? Like, I ain't gonna put MGS2 next to Peak. Like, they're all S tier. TBH, IMO, ONG. I think honestly, I think I'm gonna make an executive decision here and put MGS1 in S and then put the rest of them in A. Because MGS1 is my favorite. I think that's fair. I think MGS1 is the best one. I had a hard time deciding if I wanted this list to be games that came out this year or games that I just played this year. So I'm starting to think that I don't know, maybe I just take out all the games that didn't come out this year. We'll figure that out later. Next game, honestly, I think like I've yapped so much about MGS 1, 2, and 3, and we'll get to 4. Silksong is next. The game that we all didn't think was real and actually finally came out recently. I watched Nakey Jakey's video about Silksong, and it really kind of opened my eyes to how I was trying to like word how I feel about Silksong. Because I think a lot of the times I play Silksong and I feel very angry? I feel very upset, right? A lot of the time when I'm streaming Silksong, I can look very annoyed. But ultimately, I love this game, and I'm so glad that it exists, and I love playing it, and I think it's really fun. But it is also frustrating and rage-inducing and just overall causes bad emotions for me, but also causes good emotions. And that's because the game has a system. It has a system of being punishing and being difficult, where a lot of games share this system of being punishing and being difficult, where they will offset each other. And they'll say, you know, let's say Elden Ring, very difficult, but not very punishing, because they give you a lot of leeway. They put they make the runbacks less. They put a bonfire right outside the boss door, so you can just go back to back to back and fight the boss over and over and over again. Silksong takes that difficulty and that punishment meter and it fucking raises it to 20, and you're getting railed constantly, where it is extremely difficult and it is also extremely punishing. Silksong is fucking hard. It is way better, or is way harder than Hollow Knight. Not better, but just way harder. And I think that sometimes it can be a good thing because it gives you the sense of accomplishment after you beat something really, really hard. But then when you beat this thing that's really, really hard and all you get for it is sometimes literally nothing, it's like you feel not relief, you feel like, God, I'm so glad that's over. But also, I think that's the point. I think like that is the theme of Silksong. It is supposed to be this dark, kind of depressing, lonely, bug-infested cemetery of a game. It's a struggle. And I think the point of it is that you don't just get rewarded because of your struggle. You have to keep moving forward despite everything. You don't give up, and you don't always get rewarded just because it was hard. Your reward is you get to keep going, and that's it. And that honestly builds you to be such a fucking Giga Chad. And I started to hate these runbacks, right? You know, the runbacks where you're like, this is so obnoxious, I have to pogo off of everything, I have to dodge 6 enemies, I have to platform 3 miles to get back to this boss fight, to die again and do it all over again. But then I was like, wait, these runbacks are instilled to make you better at the game, because you will basically get these runbacks down to a science and then be better at the game's mechanics in order to beat the bosses and fight the enemies in a more efficient way. That's what they're there for. Now, not all of us can get good, and that's just the game. The game is to just get fucking good, and that's it. I have not actually gotten to Biowater yet. I beat the game. I did not get to Biowater. I beat it in Act 2. I didn't get to Act 3. But this game is so expansive. It is huge. And it's honestly marvelous. The soundtrack is otherworldly. Listen to this shit! Like, you start in Moss Grotto, and there's these little green caterpillars, and they're so cute, and oh, I just killed them, boop, 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 and they die. And then there's a big little flying caterpillar, and he's up, boop, 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 and it died, and you're like, oh, and you're in the little grass area, and it's so friendly and nice, and then you're fighting along, and you're getting used to the game, and you're learning it, and then you get to Bone Bottom, and everyone's fucking sad, and I wanna cry. I wanna die. That bug over there just killed itself. What is going on? Why is everyone so sad? I'm gonna fucking freak out. And you hear this absolute depressing, like just heart-wrenching piano when you're sitting in Bone Bottom looking at all these decrepit homeless bugs, and they're crying, and they're like, we don't know what to do, our lives are they're horrible, we have no homes, everything sucks, we're literally in Bone Bottom. And then on your way out of Bone Bottom, you meet someone, a little bug with a little ding ding ding, and it brings you back to joy again. You're like, who? Sherma? Who are you? And you're like, wait, there is hope after all. Bone Bottom's not just horrible. It has this little shining light of a bug, and they want to live. Then he wants to be free, and he wants to help everyone. And you're like, okay, I love you, Sherma. Then they said, Christopher Larkin, can you make a song and incorporate it with a clock? And he said, hey, bet. It's a fucking clock. The whole area is a clock. You're in here, pogoing on cogs, listening to this shit. Peak. Oh, and then when you get to this area and you fight literally the hardest fight in the entire game is that bitch ass gauntlet where you have to fight enemies wave after wave after wave, and then a boss, and then another wave after wave, and then 2 of those bosses at the same time, and then after the end of it you get literally nothing. And that's the game. You get good and you get nothing. And for that, I'm putting Silk Song in S tier. That's really it. Oh, actually, I'm gonna move the games that didn't come out this year off the list. I think Me-Side did not come out this year. And next, we have Borderlands 4. So fucking gross, dude. No, it wasn't that bad. I would probably put it in C. It wasn't that bad, but it was funny. I think, according to a lot of people, especially people on Instagram, and YouTube Shorts, I am just not the target audience. I tried to explain how I feel about Borderlands 4 and how I think that if they were to change the way the game is just a little bit, then more people would enjoy it, and also the player base that likes Borderlands would still like it, but so would more people. And then everyone told me, you just don't like it, it's not for you. I'm like, okay, fuck it then, shit. I'm not into the unicorn farts and poop sex jokes that maybe the 14-year-old mind still finds funny that exist in Borderlands 4. I think I've outgrown Borderlands humor, and I think they haven't really upgraded it. In literally the entire generation of Borderlands games, it's all the same humor over and over again in every single game. Also, none of the characters really compelled me at all. They were not interesting or funny or cool or charismatic. I found them all extremely annoying. The gameplay loop is boring if you play other games, in my opinion. Even if it's slightly improved, and it is fun if you turn your brain off and you're playing with friends, talking in a Discord call, shooting things. Yeah, it's fun, sure. But it's only slightly improving a very dated formula. All right. Dying Light, the Beast. I met my very good friend on there, a refugee currently living in Norway. Yeah, I got on the game and I accidentally had like co-op on, and it found him and we played together for like 3 streams. What a guy. Yeah, I think Dying Light, the Beast, wasn't it supposed to be DLC and then they made it into a game? Kind of like Silksong, but Dying Light is worse than Silksong. Again, maybe I am not the target audience for Dying Light the Beast, but I also think it suffers the same issues as Borderlands 4, where the gameplay loop is just kind of boring. Doing the same shit over and over again with characters that are mid as fuck, not charismatic, not compelling, not interesting. The story is barely there, and the main guy is just cool guy again, but he's the Beast. But it was funny to stream because it was funny to make fun of it, really. Like that's the fun of the game, is it's fun to make fun of it. He literally says, "You don't want to see me when I'm angry." He said that out loud and then went beast mode and killed like 6 people. That shit was so fucking dumb, dude. So good. Oh, I put the Beast in C. The Beast. Next. Metal Eden. Metal Eden actually surprised me. I was offered this game as a sponsor, and then I went back and played it again, and it's actually really fucking cool. I really like the vibes of Metal Eden, and the gameplay was fun. I remember it being kind of ridiculous with the guy talking, the ASMR guy talking in your ear. But I think it's also pretty short, but I enjoyed the game from what I played. I think it's a cool game. Next, Fellowship. Fellowship was the basically like WoW clone, but dungeons only. It was like Mythic plus WoW clone, but literally only dungeon running, which is a cool concept, but again, ultimately suffers from lack of actual just meat of gameplay. I just think it gets boring really fast. Good idea, bad execution. Just not the world part, it was just Warcraft. Yeah, there was no world at all. I think it's a good idea. I can see the idea there, but the gameplay loop is just, there needed to be more. It's only early access. I think early access is most of the time just an excuse for devs to take your money now, so they can say that the game is out and it's not actually really a game yet. So I don't really take the excuse of it being early access for things to not be in the game or for it to fucking suck. I liked the concept. I just think the execution was just not very good. So I also added to C. I think there's a pattern for mid games here. No, I'm Not Human. Fucking A. No, I'm Not Human is such a good ass game. So good. No, I'm Not Human, very similar to Mouthwashing, where it's this like dark, gritty, artsy kind of game. Kind of like a visual novel almost. Silent Hill F. Silent Hill F. Cool game. I think interesting, cool story. I really appreciate the storytelling and how they convey this dramatic teenage girl experience while also incorporating Silent Hill elements. And a lot of people really, really liked it. And I liked the game, but I do not like that you have to play the game 3 times fully in order to get the real ending of the game. That is horrible. And a lot of people like that, and a lot of people don't care about that, and they like playing the game through. They even wanted to do that. I cannot understand, but you do you. Respect what you want to spend your time doing. I ain't got time for that shit. I think for that reason, I give Silent Hill F like a lower rating. I might even put it in B. I'm gonna put it Silent Hill F over here, I think, and do this actually. Oh man, it's time. Oh, it's freaking time. Mo fucking Hades 2. I just beat Hades 2 recently. I'm still playing it because there's like a whole epilogue and you can, obviously it's a roguelite. A lot of roguelites! So if you've played Hades 1, you will probably look at Hades 2 and you'll be like, dog, this is just Hades 1 again. And you would be not entirely truthful with that. Hades 1 is a perfect game, 10 out of 10. Maybe the best roguelite of all time. Roguelite, whatever you want to call it. The gameplay is perfect. The pacing, the progression, the story, the characters, the soundtrack, the dialogue, the writing, the balancing of the buffs that you get each run. All perfect in Hades 1. Hades 2? Okay, we'll do that again. All new characters, entirely new soundtrack. We'll fucking double it up. New area, new bosses, new enemies, so much shit. All new characters, all new and improved art. Same formula, but we'll just build upon it. We will just build up on it and make it so much better. You go to an arena, you kill a boss, you go to the next arena, you kill another boss. It really is the same formula over and over again. The boss fights are good and the areas are interesting. They added in some new boons, they added in some new gods, new weapons. And once you're done and you kill the final boss, you're like, I did it. I killed Kronos. I freaking did it, dude. But that's what you think. The game says, actually, no. See, you thought we just made Hades 1 again and you were just fighting in the underworld. But we actually doubled it. And for the first time ever, for 2 games fighting through the underworld, you now step foot on the surface and you fight a whole new world of different areas on the surface, different bosses, different enemies, different boons, different gods. An entirely new section of the game with a new final boss. And you're like, holy shit. And you're like, oh, is this just an extra area? No, my child, it's an extra game. They made Hades 2 and Hades 3. And they put them in the same game and called it Hades 2. When I fought through the surface for the first time and I reached the Mountain of Olympus, I got to basically all the way to the end. And I heard this song. Holy shit. Death to Kronos. Hades 2, peak. Hades 2, S tier. Hades 2. supremacy. Death to motherfucking Kronos. Okay, I'll play Hades 2. That's what I'm fucking talking about! Yes! Yes! I'm making sales out here. Hire me. Next, Ghost of Yotei. I think Ghost of Yotei is similarly what Hades 2 is to Hades 1, but they didn't do it as good. Ghost of Yotei is Ghost of Tsushima again. There is really not a lot of differences between the two, other than the story and the main character. So if you like Tsushima, you'll like Yotei. That's really all that it is. I think the story is not worse, but Tsushima's story, I believe, holds up more than Yotei's story. So I would put Yotei. I think that I would probably put Tsushima in S tier. So then I would probably put Yotei in A. Little Nightmares 3. I love Little Nightmares. Little Nightmares 2. Honestly, dude. Honestly, it is kind of poo. But honestly, that feels so mean to put it in poo. But really, it kind of feels like poo. Oh my god, the price. It's poo. The poo! It's $40 fucking dollars! Bloodlines 2? I don't think it's poo. It is kind of poo, actually, now that I think about it, dude. It is kind of poo! I could not, I mean, but if I'm putting Bloodlines 2 here, right? Dying Light the Beast is kind of, well, no, I think Bloodlines 2 is, honestly, I would play Dying Light the Beast over Bloodlines 2. Like, if you put both of those games in front of me, I'm picking Dying Light the Beast. That's kind of how I justify, like, putting them in these tiers. It's like, which one am I picking more? Outer Worlds 2! I think Outer Worlds 2 is a freaking B. I don't think this game's horrible. I don't think it is, bad. But I think that it suffers from being Obsidianed, just like Avowed suffered. But I do think that Outer Worlds 2 is better than Avowed. I just think that most of the characters, honestly, all of the companions, I didn't give a shit about. And like in an RPG, what are your top 3 things that you need to have checkboxed when you're playing an RPG? Okay, you need writing, you need companions, and you need story, which I guess gameplay is 3rd, but yeah. So writing / story, companions, and then gameplay. And I think that the writing / story is, it's not bad, but it's also not good. It's just mid. Companions, I think, is bad. I think the companions are bad. And then also, gameplay. I think that it's cool that they added in the, like, little, random events that you get, like a little debuff attached to your character based off of how you play the game, right? So I got a little debuff that whenever I crouched, my knees would crack and would alert people around me. The flaws system was cool, and it's a neat idea, and I think that adds a lot of variety to your gameplay, but that's not enough, dude. Like, that's not enough to update this gameplay. I think it honestly plays very similarly to Borderlands, where it's just like it's just another shooter with a bunch of different guns that are kind of like crazy, wacky guns sometimes. But they're just not named like stupid names like T-Kitten Pistol. I also think that Outer Worlds 2 suffers the like color puke of how the game looks that makes it so much harder to absorb and play around you. Because when you're walking around and you're looking at the world, you honestly can't even take it in because everything is just so overwhelming. There's these like vibrant neon plants they're like neon green and pink and purple, and then the ground is like neon yellow, and the sky is this bright ass blue with like 6 planets, and then you have the bright neon like enemies that are attacking you and shooting like neon green goo, and it's just too much color that's like oversaturated, and just it just like buzzes your mind, and you can't pay attention to what's going on around you. Arc Raiders. Oh boy, we're here again. We've reached the point again. Arc Raiders! Now, you guys might not be ready for what I'm about to say about Arc Raiders. I think Arc Raiders is an achievement in video games for extraction shooters. It's literally the best extraction shooter I think I've ever played, and it does achieve something really special and really great. Unfortunately, the player base has all but removed everything special about it and have replaced it with humanity's worst people. That humans have now once again ruined something that could be great and still is great, but I think Arc Raiders started off really, really strong. Before it was tainted, you would get into a game and you could talk to everyone around you with open mic, and it was so beautiful because you would fight against the robots in the game, or you could fight against the players, and then you extract, and everybody's trying to level and do their quests and get, you know, they just started out, and it's this community aspect that was really beautiful, like getting on an MMO for the first time, except you could kill each other in this MMO. But it's not an MMO. But you could kill each other, but you could choose not to. And it was beautiful, like a symbiotic relationship, like watching a nature documentary. It was magical, really. It was really a feeling you only get to experience like every once in a while in video games. It's really kind of a rare feeling. And the Arc behaves so cool. Outside of the human aspect, in game, the Arc behave so cool. The way they move and react to your shots, the way they fall down when they take damage, the way they sound, the sound design in Arc Raiders is some of the best sound design I've heard in a video game, which is insane that it's not nominated for best sound design in the Game Awards. The soundtrack is great, and there's lots of maps. There's lots of variety in maps, but the game is almost like an experiment, and they don't incentivize killing players or working with players. It's almost like a social experiment to see what people would do if put inside of this situation. Are you gonna choose to kill each other, or are you gonna choose to fight against the robots? Well, we have our answer, kinda. And if people start ruining it, there's no safeguards against that. And then people are like, oh, what are they ruining? They're killing people in a game with guns. What's there to ruin? Also, there's desyncing, so basically your after image is getting shot at instead of you. There's game-breaking bugs where people can glitch themselves into walls, but they are still able to see everyone around them, so they can just shoot you from a wall, and you can't shoot them back. The loot that you get starts to become kind of useless, because once you max out your quests, you max out all of your crafting tables, you max out your inventory space, and you can't do anything anymore. It's like everything just starts to feel meaningless, and you're basically just playing Call of Duty because you're not doing any quests, you're not gathering anything, you're literally going in there for the to kill people, just for the sport of it, because there's nothing you can gain anymore from doing PvE. And I think like the entire thing kind of leads up to a project to complete that gives you promised huge bonus, right? And the bonuses now that we have found out is terrible and worthless. So Arc Raiders is cool. It ain't life-changing, and it definitely ain't Game of the Year. But it's just a shooter that's a tiny bit different in a genre that has kept doing the same shit for 15 years. So I appreciate it for what it is, and I had fun while I played it, and I still might even keep playing it, but it's not a perfect game. It's just a really cool, fun game. So I think I will put it in A for Arc. This Siberia game is just like not good. Don't play it. Next! One of the greatest stories ever written. Dispatch. Dispatch! Dispatch, my beloved. I love Dispatch. Dispatch is probably now one of my favorite games. And I think that Dispatch should be properly glazed. I think that it should be absolutely given sloppy toppy at any moment that you ever talk about Dispatch. So, hot take. I think that this is a sentiment matched by other people in the industry. Even the voice for Mael, who is Jennifer English, heavily implied what I'm about to say. Video game writing, on average, sucks. It's poop. Video game writing on average is poop. It's bad. And even the voice actors in the games recognize that, and they're like, yeah, it's freaking bad. So dialogue, plot, pacing, it's usually not all very good. So when a game does have good writing and dialogue, like God of War or Red Dead 2 or Expedition 33 or Dispatch, it's a really big deal because of how often games have such poor writing. It needs to be praised whenever games do have phenomenal writing. Dispatch introduces like 10 new characters who are all superheroes, and I'm a Marvel fan. Whatever. I'm not a very big one anymore, but I saw every Marvel movie in theaters up to Endgame. And Dispatch does it better than almost every single superhero property since then. Like, these characters are instantly likable, instantly charismatic, and you want to hear more from them, you want to know more about them, you want to hear them talk more, you want to hear them interact with each other. They're unique and likable and cool, and it's just, they're not annoying. Well, they are sometimes, but it's in their character to be annoying. And some of them are really hot, like literally. I think like Peacemaker is like the flagship superhero comedy show right now. And The Boys as well. And of course, like Guardians of the Galaxy and all the recent Marvel ones are all less funny than Dispatch is. Do you know how hard that is? And then to enter a market of oversaturated superhero movies and shows and games, and you decide to do that too, and not only to do that, but also to do it so much better than the rest, to literally show up them all and make it more memorable and likable and just more cinematic than most of the other ones. Alongside that being also just a fun video game. But also, I have the most woman take of all time right now. Dispatch is great. And if anyone says that after what I'm about to say that I think it's bad, you need to like check your hearing, because I just glazed it for about 10 minutes. But goddamn, it's a weird ass male power fantasy. It is! It really is. Because they funny, but everyone in this game is kind of just like horny for the two romance options. And then also the main character kind of feels like a placeholder for lonely dudes in their heads. For like the guys who play this game who are just like lonely dudes in their heads, and it's like, dude, in like real life, man, these two girls would not be fucking into this guy. They would not. They would definitely not be. Also, another portion of what I see this kind of weird, out of touch male power fantasy is that they made a joke about the main character having a dad bod, and he is so clearly like gym bod. Like, he has a like six-pack and like toned ass body. That is not a dad bod. It's just like the most not dad bod ever. Also, kind of like, you remember the bar fight, the big bar fight, right? Where all the superheroes are fighting all the other superheroes, but main character is not a superhero. So he has to hold his own, and you're thinking, oh my god, he's so cool. Look, he's fighting all these people. He's throwing this rock and he's biting this guy's finger off, and he's like holding his own. Even though he doesn't have powers, he's still strong and cool. And it's like, dog, no shot in a actual scenario that this motherfucker lives. He dies. He straight up dies in that scenario. There's no way, man. This like weird male power fantasy that like constructs this whole thing where he like somehow prevails in that scenario. Well, it is a video game we are talking about. Yes, I know. That's my point. This game, ready for it? Ready? This game is Twilight for dudes. It's Twilight for guys, man. Motherfucking main character is Bella, and then Blonde Blazer and Invisigal are Jacob and Edward. Pick which one I think Invisigal is Jacob, but whatever. It literally is, man. Oh my god. I love Twilight, by the way. S tier. Put it in S tier. Funniest game I've ever played. Such good writing, such good characters, soundtrack, everything. It's amazing. Where Winds Meet. I feel like I missed like some cerebral cortex where everyone on Earth was playing this game and liking it, and I just like cannot understand how. Something is something, man. I don't know what it is. Maybe -20. I understand that it's kind of like a Souls-like ish without the Souls part. It's got the Souls-like combat kinda, but it's just, man, it's like it's so much. It's so much. I don't understand how you can navigate all those menus, how there's like so much on your screen, and it's just like, it's too overwhelming, dude. So yeah, Where Winds Meet, I really just did not fucking like that game. I put it in C. Let's move on, shall we? For the final game that I played this year, that came out this year, Routine. I just played this game yesterday, and it is genuinely one of the best games, I think, especially one of the best horror games. Routine is actually really f***ing good. It is so stylistic, and it has the kind of Alien ISO vibes with this like sci-fi modern futuristic analog type of spacey vibe. I think it's got one of the coolest things, a little gun that you use, and you have to push the buttons on it to operate it like manually with your mouse, and it's not like a UI that you pull out of an inventory and then you click like a number or whatever to make it. You have to like click everything, and you have to operate the screens that you look into like manually, like you're really there clicking it. It's so immersive. It's so immersive, and it's so spooky. The sound design is so well done with the monster and with just the ship noises. The robots are so freaking cool. I just really liked it. I can't speak enough about Routine. It's so cool. The story is don't worry about that. It's artsy, all right? I don't know. This now is the list of games that I played in 2025. Now, for my game of the year. Now, this is not what I think game of the year is going to be for any award show. This is my personal game of the year for me. Of all the games that I have played this year, my favorite, my f***ing top tier. I have sufficiently glazed a lot of these games. Kind of all. I think the entire S row is basically all of my favorite games that I played this year. My game of the year for 2025. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. All hail Henry. All hail Hungry Henry. I have been preaching since the dawn of February. Kingdom Come 2 is literally one of the best RPGs ever made, and it is one of my favorite games of all time. I love this game. I love every character. I love the soundtrack. I love the story. I love everything about it. The world. It's so good. It's so immersive. It is beautiful. And if you say you can't play it because of the combat, get good then, pussy. It is amazing. And if you like RPGs, you need to play it. This is my games list for 2025.